Na Hot Hot Heat, Avril Lavigne en Simple Plan brengt Canada nu een nieuw exportproduct op de markt. Dat is Daniel Powter. Hi Daniel.
Hi, how are you?
Well, it took you just one bad day to turn you into a world superstar. How are you feeling?
I don't feel like a superstar though.
No, you act like one.
Do I?
No.
Okay. Yes. Well, these are my paintings. As you can see, I've furnished my apartment with tigers, and it's fantastic. I'm very lucky to be here and in Belgium, and I'm lucky to be touring around and playing, and it's a dream come true.
Tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on.
You played the violin instead of joining the hockey team. What happened?
I was too small to join hockey, and I wasn't particularly good at it. And I ended up playing the violin. Right? Yeah, my mom made me play it. So.
The other classmates, how did they react?
I think they weren't too impressed with me, to say the least. You know, you definitely were a little bit of an outsider when you start playing things like violins and where I'm from. But you know what? Those guys are probably all working at the local bar now, so I don't really care what they think of me anymore.
Late in high school, you started your first band, and you guys did a legendary first gig because you turned your back to the audience.
Yeah.
Was that because you're shy?
Yeah, I didn't want to play. Like I was just one of those people. We were in a band that nobody wanted to listen to because we played like kind of like electronic music. So I was this keyboard guy who was like really nerdy, and I'm still kind of nerdy, but nobody wanted to sing, so we weren't getting any gigs. So somebody was elected to be the singer, and of course it ended up being me. And all of a sudden you're thrust into the spotlight, and I was really not prepared for it. I never wanted to be like a star. Like it wasn't a really huge deal for me. I wanted to play music.
Okay, first single, Bad Day. What's the story behind that song?
People around me, especially people that I know in California and stuff that I grew up and are still in Vancouver, complain, you just start complaining about a lot of stupid stuff that's not worth complaining about, like, oh, my latte was just too cold today, and oh, I was, my manicure, and I, as my grandfather told me one time, like worse things have happened to better people, and it's true, and you just have to, so it's about your perspective on things, and I mean, everybody's guilty. I'm guilty of it too. I complain about just the stupidest stuff, like, oh, I have to do this, or how, you know what I mean? But I think it's kind of just like a reminder of how lucky most people really are to be where we are, and not to worry too much about all the little things that happen to you in a day, because there's people that that don't have everything that we have. So. I was one of those people that was just like, I don't even want to be in my video, and they would just look at me like, you're totally on something, man. Like, I don't get you. It's just, to me, it was like, at first they wanted me to be the boy in it, and I was like, nobody's gonna believe that I'm the boy in this video. I'm old enough to be her dad, so maybe we should just or at least her older uncle. So I was just like, that's just
a little bit of sick relationship.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around.
Let's talk about the album. When I first heard it, I was driving in the car, and I was like, wow, these are quite happy, melodic pop tunes, but then I listened closer, and the lyrics are quite dark and more sarcastic. Did you try to balance that out with a happy tune?
Yeah, exactly. I was more interested in not making it too saccharine by, lots of melodies, and then singing about being in love, and singing about like birds, and singing about beautiful things has never really been a huge thing for me. I wanted to talk about and sing about relationships that were what was kind of really happening in my relationship. So, and not just about girls. I mean, there's lots of stuff about, isolation, and how I think I grew up in a way that I felt that way about music, or not music, about my life, and I wanted to express myself. So, I mean, music was really a thing that got me through a lot of difficult times, and I saw lots of weird stuff when I was growing up, so it's like, you just write about it, it's just life, and then everybody's gone through all that stuff. It's not like it's universal, it's not like I'm the only one that has felt what it's like to be isolated, or felt picked on, or felt, so.
Daniel, you're Canadian. Do you know the series or the movie South Park?
Yes.
In which I sing Blame Canada.
Yes, I love that.
Okay, I want you to sing it.
What is it?
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. What is it? They're not even a real country anyway. Is that right? Okay, that's all I remember from it.
I want you to give me 3 reasons why you shouldn't blame Canada. Because you have Celine Dion, you have Bryan Adams, you know, what else?
Why were they blaming Canada in the first place? What are they blaming?
Because of Celine Dion, I think. And because of the war. Because of the war between Saddam Hussein and something, I think, America. Terrence and Philip, that was the thing.
Oh, they were brilliant though, weren't they? I mean, yeah. So what was the question?
Why shouldn't we blame Canada?
Maybe we should. I don't know.
Okay, thanks Daniel for a nice interview.
You see what you like, and how does it feel? One more time, you had a bad day. You had a bad day. This is the Music Factory.